Hello, welcome back to Marta from Sparta. This is first episode of 2024. So happy new year everyone. I am very excited for upcoming project ideas I have planned for this year. In today's episode, we will make this awesome statement jacket which is out of stock everywhere. I saw it on multiple fashion blogs I follow and I fell in love with it. But first of all, it's out of stock, and second of all, I really didn't like $500 price tag. So guess what? I decided to make my own version of it. But before we gonna go shopping, don't forget to like and subscribe. Every week I will share with you fun and creative ideas on budget. So hit this button now so you won't miss my next video. Materials we will need to make this fun jacket are a variety of different buttons, brooches, chains, and charms. I purchased my jacket on Amazon for about $24 and it looks almost exactly like this inspiration designer jacket we will be making today. As far as all buttons, charms, chains go, you can purchase all of it in any arts and crafts store. Personally, I had everything at home as I tend to save leftovers from projects. Also, when I am done with some clothing I had for years, sometimes before I donate it or throw it away, I remove buttons if they look fun or very pretty. I do the same with old necklaces. I have an old jewelry bin and I tend to toss all jewelry which I'm done with into it, and then when I have few minutes I separate charms from chains and keep parts for potential future projects. We will start project with lining up all charms, patches, brooches, bottoms and chains to decide what we're gonna use on the jacket. I also didn't like these green square patches on my jacket, so I investigate that further and I noticed that I can easily remove it. So I went ahead and I removed them, and this step is optional. If you will get the same jacket I did, they are removable, but again, this step is optional. I started with measuring and putting trim around my collar. I purchased my trims in Joann's for about $2.99 each. There was huge selection of fun looking trims. I decided to get those for $3 since they were in on sale bin, and I try to also keep this project in a low budget. Next step is deciding and designing about the placement of the items you decided to actually put on your jacket. Hey, do you remember this rhinestone trim from my Christmas project and denim jacket? This is still leftovers from it. I told you that this will last for a few projects in the future and we will get our money worth. But let's not get distracted. Okay, Back to jacket. Once we're happy with placement, I suggest to take a picture before we will remove everything to sew or glue it on. So you will have your design in front of you when you're gonna be gluing and sewing everything back on the jacket. This step is optional as well. I cut out few circles from felt to create this patch imitation like you see on the inspiration jacket. Next step would be gluing and sewing. You can use E6000 glue or glue gun. I used glue gun just to attach all pieces gently and prevent them from moving when I will be sewing them on. But you do not have to do any sewing if you don't know how to or if you don't like it. You can go ahead and put enough glue to keep your pieces in place permanently. So I attach all my brooches and clips and chains. I glue just gently everything to hold it in place, and I will sew and secure everything even more later on. Again, you can use only glue instead of sewing and glue everything permanently using enough glue for each piece. Once everything was in its place, I started the process of sewing it. But before that, I removed bags from buttons so they will sit flat on my jacket. I also removed findings from all charms so they will look like brooches. In case of rhinestone trim, I sew the trim first and then I attach the brooch on top of it to cover the top of my rhinestone chain. I did same thing with felt patches. I glued them just gently in the middle just to hold them in place to prevent them from moving when I'm sewing them on. Then I sew only around the edges to create this kind of patch look, and once it was done, I attached brooch or the button on top of it. I will do exactly same thing to heavier buttons or heavier brooches on my jacket to make sure they're not pulling on the jacket just in one spot and give it like additional support. I also decided to sew on and secure a little bit the big dragonfly brooch into my jacket. I wanted to prevent it from moving, and the jacket is fairly thin and brooch is very heavy, so I didn't want the brooch to pull on the jacket when I'm wearing it or changing the location. So I just sew that in a few places to keep my dragonfly brooch in exact the position I wanted it to be. As far as trims around neck go, I decided to use glue only. These two trims are very light and thin, and I really don't think they need like an extra reinforcement, and I don't really think that after gluing them they just gonna come off. So I just simply glue them nicely around the neck and they're gonna stay in place. I'm pretty much sure that there will be no issues in the future. Once I attached everything, it was time to decide on the chain selection. Original jacket have lots of chains attached around the shoulders, going down all the way to the bottom. In my opinion, and this is only my personal opinion, and based on my lifestyle, I think that large amount of chains, long chains, which you see on inspiration jacket will be really annoying to me personally in a real life. I am planning to attach way less than inspiration jacket has. I will wear it few times, and if I will find chains not be in my way after wearing it few times, I will consider it to add a little bit more in the future. I am definitely recommending sewing, not gluing individual chains. I don't think that chain will last long if it's only glued. In my opinion, this is very dynamic element of the whole jacket, and with little bit of pulling and a lot of movement, I think you will be losing chains super fast if you're gonna glue them only. And drums, please. Here we go. That's the finished jacket. It came out so amazing. It is definitely fun statement piece and it will brighten up the most boring outfit. I wore this jacket to my studio for a few photo shoots over black sweatsuit and it made my outfit. All my clients loved it and I got so many compliments on it. Also, as a photographer, I move a lot and trust me, a lot. So I have to say that chains were not the issue at all. They were not in my way during the photo shoot. So I might consider actually to add a little bit more in the future. I hope you enjoyed this episode and this project as much as I did. I have so many fun ideas planned for upcoming videos. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will keep your bank account happy and show you how to look like $1,000,000.